Good morning, and happy Wednesday. Hashtag my global family. This is Drea Beta, coyote walking in this world, and real life Isleta Pueblo superhero. I am so incredibly happy today for the prayer that we are going to do. This prayer is for those affected by the school to prison pipeline, also known as the cradle to prison pipeline. Now, this topic, this dehumanizing prison industrial complex that the United States has corporations that profit off of our labor family, is very important to this coyote. This is how I got started as an activist revolutionary because an amazing group of kids, youth activists called LOUD, Leaders Organizing to Unite and Decriminalize. I was part of an amazing research team with Dr. Steve Desai at the University of New Mexico. And these amazing warrior youth literally led the revolution family, went into the state representatives and were like, this is what happened to me, this is why our policies need to change, and these are gonna happen. And they literally also called me out. They called me out for being a researcher academic on the sidelines. And one of them said, if you're not an activist, then who is? And that lit a fire in this coyote's heart. And I have been fighting the good fight along with my fellow activist warriors for the last 4 years. And we can do it, family. We can be the change that we need to see happen right now in all of our communities. So, family, today on this brand new Wednesday, it is a new opportunity for us to be the change that we want to be in this world. And speaking of change, family, today's very special prayer is going out to the family members of those who have been affected by the school to prison pipeline. So, according to yesterday's U.S. News a World Report, researchers from Boston University, the University of Colorado Boulder, and Harvard University sought to find whether there was a causal link between students who experience strict school discipline and being arrested or incarcerated as an adult, and whether attending a stricter school influences criminal activity in adulthood. Findings show that early censure of school misbehavior causes increases in adult crime. Actually, not a surprise, family. Those of us who've been in the field for a moment have actually been reading the sociological research for a while. That there is, in fact, a school to prison pipeline. The article continued to state that students assigned to stricter middle schools are 3.2% more likely to have been arrested, 2.5% more likely to have been incarcerated as adults, and they were also 1.7% more likely to have dropped out of high school and 2.4% less likely to attend a 4-year college. The ramifications of the school to prison pipeline have long been evident in our communities of color and our poor white communities as well, and the price has been too high. So join me in asking our ancestors to send our families from all around the world, our survivors from prison industrial complex, for their blessings. Let us all support them during the healing process as we address this collective form of trauma. Together, we can start the healing process, and that fills this coyote revolutionary superhero pastor with hope, family. How we walk in this world matters. And don't forget, family, this is a house of spirituality, which means we feed our spiritual selves. And our readings come from real life, or our indigenous epistemologies and ontologies and ways of walking in this world. So don't forget, family, this is not a house of God, but of feeding our souls, celebrating life and each other, and talking to our ancestors, the loved ones we've had who've gone before us. And if you are not a person of prayer, family, that is okay. Join us and set an intention for your day. As I burn the sage and participate in the ceremony of smudging, which is based in my indigenous ways of knowing as I walk through this world as a two-spirited indigenous warrior. Dear Gammy, we ask for your blessings. Gammy, I know so many amazing of our family members who have been affected by the school to prison pipeline. It is unfair how we racialize our children, especially because we see black and brown threats and not children who are growing and learning and playing in this world. Police brutality is a reality, Gammy, and I know you face your own discrimination battles. And you were a true warrior, and you quit more jobs than I can count because you would not put up with disrespect. But Gammy, our lives continue to be taken. Our people continue to be churned out of this economically driven prison system. They have criminalized our healing medication, marijuana, for generations, and they have taught us to fear and hate ourselves. Gammy, send us strength and resiliency and pride in our identities so we can see through the smokescreen and once again take up the mantle and the warrior cry for all of our freedom. Thank you, Gammy, for being my original warrior woman role model. I love you, and with your guidance, all of my sisters, brothers, and non-binary siblings in this world will rise up together and demand change. Hi, Papa. It's your favorite trickster coyote granddaughter. And I miss you, Papa. You were always love. Gammy was fierce, but Papa was love. And dear Papa, you showed us loveness and kindness and accepted us and made everything okay with some tortillas and a football game. I love you, Papa. Send us that comfort as we fight our battles. Allow us to come home and find a sense of peace and love and harmony to recharge our batteries. I love you, and may you enjoy the unlimited cable up there. And to my great-great-grandpa Pueblo, a true revolutionary, Isleta statesman, and fighter for native sovereignty, I appreciate your example, sir, because you proved to our ancestors and to all of us here on this earth today as we continue as your modern warriors that individuals can make change in this world. And that when we come together and raise our voices, they are mighty. And we can change policy and protect our people right now. So thank you, Papa, and may you send some inspiration to all of our leaders, our youth, and everyone now who is a human being, because we all have agency and the power to be the change we need in the world today. And to all of our aunties, uncles, papas, cousins, and all of our loved ones who have gone before us, please send us your blessings, your wisdom, your patience, because your children could use a little pep to our step. Thank you for the sacrifices that you made so we can survive and thrive in 2021. Family, there is change in the air. There is hope rising in our hearts. So join me, family. Take charge of your day. And remember to appreciate and love yourself. Mwah! This coyote is off to cause trouble somewhere else.